Hey guys, what's going on? What's up? I'm gonna do my review for episode 2 from season 9, The Bridge. I really like this episode, guys. What do you think? How you feeling about Negan sitting next to me? I had my cup and everything. Whatever. It is what it is, guys. Anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. So, I pick one or two things. I flubber my words. If this is your first time here, welcome. I do reviews. I pick one or two, three things to talk about, or we'll be here all day. My friend, actually, Undead Sick 83, he does the best reviews because he goes into detail about like each portion of the show, where I am the type that I just pick a couple of things, or I feel like I'll just be having like an hour flipping video. Like, it's crazy. But, I enjoyed this episode, guys. I mean, we started out with... I enjoyed this episode. Old Man Rick coming up, and Judith and Michonne are chilling, and they are, painting a picture and all that hoopla. And Judith is speaking now. She's older, she's bigger, and I love it. And I'm interested to see where they're gonna take Judith. Judith's character from this point on. And Michonne being like that little mommy figure like Michonne is. Michonne's a mommy, and I love Michonne. She's my favorite female character, and I really hope she don't choose to leave too, because her acting career is kind of blowing up with like the Marvel stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let me fix myself here. I'm getting a little, let me get comfortable. We're gonna talk. All right, so there was a lot of friction in this episode as well. We had Daryl fighting dude like 2 times or whatever. I'm just gonna. I don't remember his name. I actually know it. I just don't know his name right now. He's a dick. He is like a Jared 2.0. Like, he is out of control. Something's going on with him, but we're not going to go to the end of the episode. We're going to talk about like now. Him and Daryl went to blows on a few occasions, and I was all for it. I was all for it in my reaction video. I'm like, beat his ass, Daryl. Beat his ass. Like, he deserves it. He wants to sit there and ask Henry for more water when, it's all portioned out and shit like that. And I did get a little bit offended, to be honest with you guys, when he did knock the cooler out of Henry's hand. I was like, what's going on? Like, why are these men not stepping up and fighting for this boy? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking to myself. And eventually Daryl did step up and fight for the boy. But in that particular moment, nothing was done. But did Henry sweep his feet? Yes, he did. I was like, he has Morgan skills. Yes, he does. And I guess that's where they wanted us. They wanted us to start hating this character. They wanted us to not like him from the very beginning. And by the end, we all hated him, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So, the one or two things I want to talk about is when Daryl comes in the tent. It looks like a tent to me. And Carol is there, and they start talking about, are we on the same side? Now, we all know this has been like the ongoing question, right? Since the finale. I think it was trickling even before the finale. They're on the same side. They are. It's just Rick has to have empathy for what Daryl went through, right? Daryl is supposed to run the sanctuary. He tapped out, whatever. But Daryl went through torture in the cell episode. I did a whole video on that, actually, if you want to go check it out, because it's one of my favorite episodes. And I took time with that video. And, he went through some shit. So his hatred for Negan is way higher. Like, I don't even know if it can get higher than what it is, but it is at this point, he is pissed. So he feels like him and Rick are not on the same page. So are we friends? Are we not? Are we on the same side? Are we not? And in my video, in my reaction video, I was like, but you guys are brothers. You're brothers. You have to speak. You have to talk. I was like, I don't know, just throwing it out there. You know, like, you guys have to talk. You guys are brothers. And there's definitely friction there. There's something going on there, and I don't like it. And I hope that, you know, in these next few episodes that we have left with Rick, that something beautiful happens. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a beautiful moment. And remember this. Remember this moment that I'm saying. I'm waiting for this beautiful moment to where they reconnect and they realize that they are brothers and they have always been on the same side, but they're both going through their own shit, right? That's the best way I can kind of sum up that scene. So Ezekiel and Carol, right? I mean, we saw the kiss or whatever, and made a video on that too about love in The Walking Dead. I'm still waiting for Daryl to find his love in The Walking Dead. But Carol's like, where's my ring? Where's my ring? You want me to be with you? Where is it? You know, she pushed it away the first time, and Ezekiel tries to get on his knees, and he's like, I have a speech. And I'm like, I want to hear the speech. I'm like, it probably starts with, my fair lady, my beautiful goddess. Or, you know, just the way I realize that he's portraying a character. And we learned that from the episode Some Guy. Like, I'm nobody. I'm just some guy. But he's not. Like, they need that type of... We need it too as viewers, but as them and, you know, their world, they need Ezekiel and his craziness and the way that he speaks and stuff. So I hope at some point that they let us see, or not see, hear the speech that Ezekiel was going to give. And Ezekiel is obviously a romantic at heart, which gets my heart because I am a romantic. I love love. And I hope at some point we get to hear the speech that Ezekiel wanted to give Carol. Okay. Wow. So what's up with Father Gabriel and Anne, huh? Woo! Isn't that crazy? Oh, Jada's craziness, right? She was aggressive. She's always been aggressive. We know this from Rick and how she was... Come on, she was trying to have him all portraited out, if that's a word. And, you know, just... She's a sexual being, we will say. And she was very sexual during this episode. And I enjoyed it. As soon as she grabbed Father Gabriel's hand from across the table, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Something's gonna happen. Like, and then what happens? They're sitting, they're talking, and they're talking about mating calls, and ultimately they were the ones that were gonna hook up. And I'm happy. Like I said, I love love. And man, does she have those eyes, right? She kept looking at him like, I'm gonna eat you up. I'm gonna eat you up alive. Keep talking. She was looking at him like, I don't even hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. I'm just wondering if you want me. Like, that's what I got from her. And I loved it. I enjoyed that part of the episode. No doubt. Loved it. All right. So then we're gonna maybe backtrack a little bit and talk about what was happening at the site of the building the bridge, right? So the walkers are coming and chaos is going on, and Aaron gets caught underneath the log. And I was like, come on, there's 3 of you, you know, let's get this together, you know, let's save Aaron. And then I just got grossed out. I think I called it the heebie-jeebies or something, but it's really the heebie-jeebies. But it is like Aaron is picking up Rick's storyline from the comics. But who knows? You know, the TV version of The Walking Dead does so much. They deviate and they make it their own. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with Aaron. But at this point, it's supposed to be Rick that's without the arm. But right now, we're going to take it for what it is. And Aaron is, you know, in the infirmary where Sadiq is teaching Enid how to be a doctor, which is not a bad thing. We're all happy about that, right? We're grateful. But she's reading out of a book like, oh, we have to amputate and then we have to coagulate. And I'm like, can't you coagulate without amputating? And I don't know. I don't live in that world. So, and I'm like, just do it fast. Just do it fast. And she took, I mean, I would rather have the axe. You know what I mean? Just do it fast and coagulate. But the point is Aaron is good. And now Enid is stepping up and she is going to be a doctor, apparently, right? Apparently. When it came to Rick talking to Negan in the cell, and we had a little bit of Tammy in there too, trying to get her husband back, and she at least just wanted to talk to her husband, and he fucked up. We all know he fucked up, but he was admitted to drinking, you know. That's just a whole separate story. I can only pick a couple things and we'll be here all day. So I'm just going to jump back into Rick and Negan. So I am in my video and I'm like, let me know you're talking to this guy right here. Let me know you're talking to him. I'm like, come on, let me see you. Let me see you. Because I know they were both, you know, trying to be older and stuff like that. And when Negan said, you're just getting the world ready for me, I was like, hold up. I was so happy that they were talking and, you know, they had their little, you know, back and forth. But, and we all know Negan was like, well, when it falls apart, let me know. But we did not know about him saying, you're just getting it ready for me. And I was like, look, now I'm about to take back my hype for you. And I was like, this is a bullshit. Like, but, you know, Negan is such a narcissist. He probably thinks it. He's like, you know what, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to eat my little food you give me. I'm going to just sit here. But in Negan's mind, he does think that they're just getting it all ready for him. And I believe that. I believe it. He is such a narcissist. I believe it. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. And then he mentioned Carl's name. And I was like, don't talk about Carl. And that's when Rick got really pissed off. And Rick was entitled to that freaking madness. But I enjoyed that we at least got to hear Negan's voice this episode, in episode 2 of season 9. So it ends with Guy. Like I said, I'm just going to call him Guy. Walking. Apparently he thinks that he knows this person he's encountering because he's being exiled in a way. Like, just go away. You're done. Just leave. You're trouble. You're just too much. You're not part of our crew. And they leave us at the end of the episode like, what's going on? And this is where I'm going to say about Undead Sick 83 again. Because he had mentioned to me, he was like maybe that's a whisper. Or maybe, you know, this could be the first sign of us seeing this person on somebody. If you guys know the story, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you'll understand. You know what I'm saying while I'm saying it. So if you want the whole breakdown of like that, go visit Whom I Said. But otherwise, I enjoyed this episode, guys. And then when, I'm going to backtrack again, when Rick just shot the ropes so all the logs could fall down from the construction site. Hold up. I'm thirsty. Hold up. I love me some soda, guys. I'm a soda girl. I was like, go ahead. And I was like, phew. So he shot. And then he shot again. And I was like, because that's how Rick Grimes does it. You guys know, if you watch my reviews or you watch my reactions, you know that I'm heartbroken about Rick leaving. I know you are also heartbroken about Rick leaving. But I was like, this is how Rick Grimes does it. This is why we are all upset about him leaving. And I made a point to say it in my video, just in case Andrew Lincoln happens to watch my measly video over everybody else who has many more subscribers. But you never know, right? You never know. It's called a gamble. But overall, guys, I love this video. For the love. You guys know I flubber, whatever. I love this episode. It was great. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely excited about next week. I want to see what's going on. And when it goes back to like Father Gabriel and Anne, Jadis, or if it goes back to Ezekiel or Carol, or even Rick and Michonne, I want to see a little bit more. I know you guys feel the same way. I don't want to just see a kiss. I want to see a little something, something. Just a little something, something to connect us more with these characters. But thank you for stopping by. This is my review, guys. And I will see you this coming Sunday on my reaction, all right? Thanks so much. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel. I definitely want to know. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Bye.